Have you ever stopped to imagine what it would be like to live in a place where the sky is always black, even during the day? A place where the sun rises slowly, and that sunrise can last for hours. Where every step you take leaves a mark that could remain there for millions of years. A place with no wind, no rain, no life. Only silence, but also beauty. Today, we're going on a journey to one of the most dreamed of and loneliest destinations in the universe. Today, we're going to discover what it would be like to live on the moon.
Number 1. A world apart, yet so close to home. The moon has always been there, watching us, a silent witness to our stories, loves, wars, and dreams. It was the first to feel the touch of humankind, the stage of that first great step beyond Earth. But what if instead of just visiting it, we lived there? The moon is the closest celestial body to us, about 384,000 kilometers away. A huge number, but small when we talk about cosmic scales. Close enough that we can look up and see the home of future human colonies shining in the night sky of Earth. It's small, dry, and airless. No sound, no protection, but it holds something that has fascinated humanity for centuries, the promise of the unknown, and perhaps the promise of a new beginning. Number 2, what the sky would look like on the moon. Imagine opening your eyes on a lunar morning. The sunlight is so bright that the horizon looks like it's made of silver, but the sky remains black. Even during the day, the stars are still there, shining motionless, as if time itself had stopped. From where you stand, Earth isn't a distant star. It's a blue and white globe hanging in the sky, always in the same place. It doesn't rise, it doesn't set. It just stays there, floating above the horizon, a constant reminder of where we came from. Every look at it would be like looking into the past, looking home. And that feeling would be both comforting, but also unsettling. You're close, but still too far away.
Number 3, the absolute silence. On the moon, sound doesn't exist as we know it. With no atmosphere, there's no air to carry sound waves. That means no wind blowing, no footsteps echoing, not even an explosion could be heard. It's the purest, deepest silence you can imagine. A silence that isn't empty, it's heavy, as if the universe itself were holding its breath. Apollo astronauts describe that sensation as almost spiritual. Walking there felt like being inside a dream. And maybe living there would feel exactly like that, living inside a silent dream, suspended in time.
Number 4. The ground that holds the history of the universe. The moon's surface is made of dust, but not just any dust. It's the result of billions of years of impacts, meteors, and cosmic explosions. Every grain holds memories of ancient eras, fragments of stars, and traces of other worlds. Walking across it would be like stepping through time, and every footprint would remain for centuries, maybe millennia, untouched, an eternal symbol of human presence beyond Earth, but also a reminder. The moon is beautiful but not kind. Temperatures can range from 140 degrees Celsius during the day to negative 170 degrees Celsius at night. One mistake, and the cold or the heat could be deadly.
Number 5, what human colonies would look like. Now imagine the first lunar cities. They wouldn't have open windows or streets like ours. They'd be built beneath the surface, in huge glass domes or underground tunnels, protected from solar radiation. Walls would be white, made of compressed lunar dust, called regolith, turned into bricks. Inside there would be artificial gardens, recycled water, and controlled light. Small pieces of Earth recreated in the heart of a cosmic desert. The first moon inhabitants would be pioneers, scientists, engineers, explorers. But over time, children would be born there. Children who would never see the sea or feel the wind. The moon would be the only home they'd ever know. And to them, Earth would just be a blue dot in the sky.
Number 6. Day and night on the moon. Time on the moon works differently. A lunar day lasts about 29 Earth days, meaning 2 weeks of scorching sunlight and 2 weeks of total darkness. During the day, the heat melts metal. At night, the cold freezes everything it touches. That's why lunar colonies would have to live under artificial cycles, with internal lighting simulating sunrise and sunset. The concept of time itself would be recreated, the human clock forced to adapt to a new rhythm. Imagine waking up knowing that the next nightfall will last 14 days, and that the next dawn will bring back unbearable heat. Living on the moon would mean learning to experience time in a completely different way, as if the universe itself were forcing you to slow down.
Number 7. Daily life. Inside lunar bases, daily life would be strictly planned. People would wake up in cycles synchronized with Earth, exercise to fight low gravity, just 1/6 of Earth's, and spend most of their time on research, maintenance, and communication. There would be hydroponic farms growing lettuce, potatoes, and herbs under LED lights. Water would be recycled drop by drop, and every breath would be precious. Children would learn about Earth as if studying an ancient myth. And at night, in leisure areas, people would gather to look at the sky. Not Earth's sky, but that black infinity filled with still stars. There, simply looking up would remind them that they're living history, the beginning of the lunar age.
Number 8. Gravity and its effect on the human body. Living with only 1/6 of Earth's gravity would have strange and dangerous effects. The human body was built for Earth's weight. Bones, muscles, and heart all depend on it. On the moon, everything would change. People could jump easily, carry heavy loads, and take long, floating steps. But over time, the body would begin to weaken. Muscles would atrophy, bones would lose density, and blood flow would change. That's why colonists would need daily workouts and special suits to simulate Earth's gravity. It would be a constant struggle, not against cold or emptiness, but against the human body itself, trying to adapt to a new world.
Number 9. No air, total dependence on protection. On the moon, there's no air, only vacuum. Without oxygen, every step outside the colonies would require pressurized suits. These suits would be tiny spacecraft, equipped with air, power, and communication. Any failure, a puncture, a crack, and the vacuum would suck the air out in seconds. Life there would be lived between control and danger, where the line between survival and nothingness is invisible. But that's exactly what makes the moon so fascinating. She's both beautiful and deadly, like an ancient goddess watching you in silence.
Number 10. The most beautiful view in the universe. And still, there's something that makes it all worth it. The view. From the lunar surface, the sky is a timeless painting. Earth hangs above, slowly spinning, showing oceans, clouds, and continents. You could spend hours just watching it, feeling both the longing and the beauty of home. Many astronauts say that after seeing Earth from the moon, they could never look at our world the same way again. Up there, you understand how small we are and how precious the planet we call home truly is. Living on the moon would, in a way, be an act of love for Earth, a way to protect it by watching it from afar.
Number 11. Science in the future. Living on the moon wouldn't just be a poetic dream, it would be a necessity. It's humanity's first step into the future of space. The moon could serve as a launch base for missions to Mars and beyond. Its low gravity makes transport easier, and its resources, like helium-3, a rare and valuable element, could power generations with clean energy. Moreover, hosting humans there would make the moon the greatest survival laboratory ever built. It would let us test technology, medicine, and psychology to learn how to live far from Earth. Each lunar colony would be a small rehearsal for life among the stars. Number 12. Cosmic loneliness. But living on the moon would also come with a price. Loneliness. Even though it's close, Earth would still be 3 days away. Communication would be fast, but presence, never. Imagine looking at the sky and seeing Earth above, knowing that all voices, laughter, and lives are trapped in that tiny blue dot, while you live in the gray silence of moonlight. The moon would show us how fragile we are and how strong we can be when facing the void. It would be a school of self-discovery, a mirror where humanity learns what existence truly means. Number 13. The birth of a new culture. Over time, moon inhabitants would create a new identity. They'd have their own accent, their own traditions. Maybe they'd celebrate the first step, the day a human first set foot there. Or sing songs about the distant Earth shining in the sky as a memory of home. Children born there would have different bones, lighter bodies, and new features adapted to low gravity.
They'd be the first Lunarians, children of stardust. And when they looked up, they might think, that's where humanity began. While here on Earth, we'd look up and say, that's where humanity continues.
Number 14. Moon facts. The moon is moving away from Earth by about 3.8 centimeters per year. Millions of years from now, solar eclipses will no longer exist. A person weighing 60 kilograms on Earth would weigh just 10 kilograms on the moon. There's no sound, but meteor impacts make the ground vibrate for minutes. Shadows are so dark, they look like holes, and sunlight is so bright it nearly blinds you. Lunar dust is sharp as glass and can damage lungs and equipment. NASA and ESA predict the first realistic colony could appear by 2040. Each fact reminds us, the moon is the beginning of a new era, the era of human presence beyond the cradle. Living on the moon would be humanity's greatest challenge, and its greatest dream. It would mean living between longing and wonder, between fear and hope. Learning that silence can also be home, and that even in the desert of space, life can bloom again. The moon has always been a symbol of mystery, inspiration, and change. Perhaps in the future, it will also be a symbol of courage, the place where humanity took its second great step. The first was leaving Earth. The next will be calling another world home. And now I ask you, would you be able to live on the moon? Can you imagine looking at the sky and seeing Earth as a distant dot? Comment below which planet or moon you'd like to see in the next episode. Leave your like, subscribe to the Truth Explosion channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss our next journey through the universe. Because space is infinite, but the real infinity lives inside those who dare to imagine. See you on the next journey, dreamer of the stars.